Proverbs chapter 4 verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Shalom family. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to our Creator and Maker Yahweh, in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. This is Mikael, servant of the Most High, here to bring you out a lesson or discussion about is Europe the bottomless pit according to the Scriptures? Is Europe the bottomless pit according to the Scriptures? There's I've seen quite a few lessons where brothers are teaching that Europe is the bottomless pit, and there's some heavy prophecies in the book of Revelation concerning the bottomless pit, where beings are descending in the bottomless, getting chained in the bottomless pit, and ascending out the bottomless pit, like it says in Revelation 9. And if you don't know what the bottomless pit is, then your prophecy that you're trying to articulate to the people is going to be totally thrown off. So it's important to have correct understandings of these passages, because Revelation has some heavy end time prophecies that's coming. And we need to get into comparative studies. That's a term. Shout out to my brother Uriel that he's been pushing lately, the importance of comparative studies, where we really get into these books and use multiple sources also, just not rely only on the King James Bible, but use multiple sources to try to get the correct information then. So it's definitely important to do comparative studies to get the proper understanding. From my research, I don't believe or see how Europe is the bottomless pit. So I definitely hope this presentation is edifying to you, and we're going to get the correct understanding of what the bottomless pit is that these books in Revelation is talking about. So to start off, we're going to start off with Revelation chapter 9, about dealing with what the bottomless pit is. So Revelation chapter 9, starting verse 1. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and unto him was given the key to the bottomless pit. So this starts out saying that an angel, or that a star fall from heaven unto earth. So when I see that, I take it that it's a being, spiritual being, and most likely an angel that fell from heaven in disgrace. And to precept that, I want to precept that with Luke chapter 10 verse 18, which is talking about Satan. Luke chapter 10 verse 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. So either you descend from heaven or you fall from heaven. So I believe the star is an angel that fell from heaven in disgrace, and it's talking about literally heaven, where is a throne and the dwelling place of the Most High, from what I see here. So let me start that again. So, and the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, and as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by the reason of the smoke of the pit. There came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and upon them was given power, as scorpions of the earth have power. Now, before we go too much farther, let's look up the term bottomless pit in its original etymology. So Revelation 9:1, King James. It's so bottomless is Strong's G12, which is abusos. And that definition is depthless, that is abyss, deep, bottomless pit. So that's what they gives for the definition. The pit is frahar, of uncertain derivation, a hole in the ground. dug for obtaining or holding water, or purpose that is a cistern or a well, or figuratively an abyss as a prison. So when you look this up in the Greek, abusos, that's where the word abyss comes from, that we know in modern day in our English. And the word abyss means in English a deep or seemingly bottomless chasm. So a chasm is like, a gorge, canyon, region, so something in the ground. But according to the Bible, it's bottomless, which means it has no end. It's super deep with no end there. So this is not talking about Europe, but this is talking about a deep region with no bottom. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. So how could this be a past event? What chapter and verse talks about men having the seal of God in their foreheads? I don't see how this event took place yet. So these scorpions are going to come out of this scorpion-like creatures, I should say, Salakia, will come out of this bottomless pit, and they're going to attack men which have not the seal or protection of the Most High in their foreheads. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months, and in their torment as the torment of a scorpion, and when he striketh a man. So these creatures that's coming out of the bottomless pit are going to attack. The people that aren't got the seal of the Most High in their foreheads. And it says that they should not kill them, but torment them. Now this can't be talking about World War I or World War II. I seen a prominent camp break it down, saying that it was World War I and World War II, when in those wars, the objective was to kill as many people as possible, soldiers and civilians, which is a quite contrast assignment to what these creatures that came out of the abyss had, where they're supposed to torment them but not kill them. Sound like they're just creating a hell on earth. And in those days shall men seek death and shall not find it, and they shall desire to die, and death shall flee from it. So this is hell on earth that they're going to bring when this prophecy actually takes place. There's nowhere in scripture history where an event like this has taken place, where people seek death and not being able to find, they desire to die, but death flees from them. So this has not happened yet. If it has, definitely love to see the chapter, verse, or the history that or resource that refers to that. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle, and on their heads as it were crowns like gold, and their faces were as faces of men. So this is not talking about Europe at all. There's no way that Europe could events like this has taken place in Europe. I never seen this history or in scriptures. I believe this is a future prophecy that's yet to come. And let me finish, go out to verse 8 also now. So Revelation 9, 8. Or let me go to verse 11 then. See if I can highlight that. Yeah. So Revelation 9:11. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in Greek the tongue his name is Apollyon, which means destruction. So these locust, scorpion, unusual type of creatures had a king, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in Hebrew his tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue his name is Apollyon. So I do not believe this event has taken place yet. This mega cataclysmic event. I seen the lesson I was watching said that the Apollyon Abaddon creature, that's the angel of the bottomless pit, was Wilhelm Kaiser, the last emperor of Germany, which is a joke. They totally missed the mark with that. I'm not going to tell you which group said that, but I believe this is going to be like a creature that you never seen before when this event takes place. So the bottomless pit, according to scripture, is an abyss. It's not Europe. Now let's look at another example situation of the bottomless pit in Revelation chapter 20 now. Revelation 20 verse 1 to 4. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key to the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. So you see the contrast of Revelation 20 compared to Revelation 9. In Revelation 9, a star fell from heaven and did mischievous things by opening the bottomless pit to allow wickedness to come out. But this angel, later in this chapter in Revelation 20, came down from heaven. So he came down. So this angel is an agent of the Most High. He's in good terms with the Most High, doing his work, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. So I seen them brothers and break this down, saying that this means in Revelation 20 that the white man was bound in Europe for 1,000 years while Jake and the Moors ruled them. Because they try to say that the devil, the serpent, devil and Satan is the white man, which is a totally false teaching. It doesn't add up according to scriptures. You're giving the so-called white man more credit than he deserves. Satan is a real spiritual being. Like I said, when you read the book of Job, the Most High gave Satan permission to torment Job, to take his family, his livestock, and his health away from him. Was that the white man? No. That was Satan. Or check out this passage in Jude chapter 9. Yet Michael, the archangel, when contending with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses. So this says that Michael, the archangel, so we know that he was an angel of the Most High, came down from heaven when contending with the devil. So could this be the white man? So was Michael fighting the white man about the body of Moses? No. That was talking about Satan, the spiritual being or entity. So yeah, Michael, the archangel, when contending with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses. Durst not bring against him a railing accusation, but said, "The Lord rebuked thee." So when we go back to Revelation 20 and have the full understanding, this is talking about an angel descending from heaven. He opened up the bottomless pit, and he had the chain, and he bounded the dragon, the serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and he's going to have him sitting in the pit for over 1,000 years, which is the abyss. So this is a future prophecy that's going to happen when the Most High comes to that order. He's going to chain Satan up and cast him in the pit for 1,000 years. Look at verse 3. So he cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. and after that he must be loosed a little season. And I saw the thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High, that which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in his hands. So don't get the RFID chip or the charagma when they try to institute that. And they lived to reign with Yahushua 1,000 years. So this is talking about Satan getting bound up in the abyss for 1,000 years. Now it's talking about the so-called white man, being held captive in 1,000 years while the so-called Israelites and Moors ruled Europe. Now let's look at another example of the abyss or the bottomless pit. The Strong's word for the bottomless pit is G12. And let me go and play the word for you.
Strong's G12 Abusas. Abusas.
And we know that's where the word abyss comes from. So Abusas, the word that they use for the bottomless pit, means bottomless, unbounded, the abyss, the pit, immeasurable depth. Of Orcus, a very deep gulf or chasm in the lowest parts of the earth, used as the common receptacle of the dead, and especially as the abode of demons. So the scholars, they understand that this is a deep place in lowest parts of earth. That's the abode where demons dwell at. And this passage coming up, Luke 8:31 proves it. Let me back that up a little bit. Salakia. So let's go to Luke chapter 8, start at verse 26. Check this out, man. Check this out. Luke 8, chapter 8, verse 26. And they arrived at the country of the Gadarenes, which is over against Galilee. And when he went forth to the land, there met him out of the city a certain man, which had devils long time, and wore no clothes, neither abode in any house, but in the tombs. When he saw Yahushua, he cried out and fell down before him, and with a loud voice said, What have I to do with thee, Yahushua, Son of the Most High God? I beseech thee, torment me not. For he had commanded the unclean spirit to come out of the man. For oftentimes it had caught him, and he was kept bound with chains and in fetters, and he brake the bands, and was driven of the devil into the wilderness. So when you got demons on you, you can have unrealistic powers on you. Like see people with demons on them, they can get tased, it won't affect them, or hit, or absorb all kinds of damage because they got demons on you. So the demons are real, even in the times we're living in today. So he had real power on the left-hand side. Luke chapter 8, verse 30. And Yahushua asked him, saying, What is thy name? And he said, Legion, because many devils were entered into him. All right, here's the key part. Check this out in verse 31. Now check this out. And they besought him that he would not command them to go out into the deep. So did you catch that? And they besought him that he would not command them to go out into the deep. So let's look at that and get the revelation from that. Luke 8:31. What's the word for deep? Strong's G12, which is abysses, or the abyss. Let me see if I can find another translation for Luke 8:31. Slocky for not having that. So Luke 8:31. Comparative. Bible Hub. They usually have it. The Bible. I need the script, but the Bible, not the commentaries. Okay, here it is now. Okay, Luke chapter 8:31. This is Bible Hub, where they give you multiple Bible translations of a certain passage you look for, which is good, for good understanding and edification. So this is the NIV, and they begged Yahushua repeatedly not to order them to go into the abyss. So it's talking about the demons. The demons begged Yahushua not to command them to go to the abyss. New Living Translation. And the demons kept begging Yahushua not to send them into the bottomless pit. So did they beg Yahushua not to send them to Europe? No. They begged him not to send them to the bottomless pit. English Standard Version. And they begged him not to command them to depart into the abyss. Berean Bible Study. And the demons kept begging Yahushua not to order them to send them into the abyss. So you see here all these different passages. The majority of them say the abyss. And this is the same Greek word as it was for the bottomless pit, and was read in Revelation 9. Revelation 20 is also the same one in Revelation 11:7, and in Revelation chapter 17. So the bottomless pit is not Europe. It's talking about the abyss, a realm where demons and fallen angels dwell. And let's finish with this. I don't want to keep this too long. I got another part coming, so we'll end it with here. Romans chapter 10, verse 7. Or who shall descend into the deep? That is, to bring up Yahushua again from the dead. So who shall ascend to the deep? That is, to bring up Yahushua from the dead. So let's go back to here. Romans 10:7. So the deep is Strong's G12 again, which is abusos, or the abyss. So. And let me see what it looks like on the Bible Hub. I'm kind of curious. So Romans 10:7. So they got so we saw that we confirmed they have the same Strong's word, which is G12, I believe, which was G12, which is abyssos. So New NIV says, who will ascend into the deep. NLT, who will go down into the place of the dead. Who will descend into the abyss. Who will descend into the abyss. So abyss, dead. So I mean, this shows you that it's talking about that the bottomless pit is talking about the abyss, a realm where demons, spirits, wicked spirits, and fallen angels dwell in. I want to shut it down here for part 1, and Lord willing, part 2 will come soon with even more edification. Definitely, hopefully, this lesson was edifying and brought some clarity to you concerning the bottomless pit prophecies in the book of Revelation. This is Mikael. I just want to say Shalom.